Alright guys, here it is on Friday morning. Alright, and here's what I come out to. I turn the car off, I'm going to turn it back on. Want you to check out what happens. Okay, the green light's cruise control, but look here. It's my battery light. And I've already tested, well, 2 years ago I changed the alternator. And but that was the same problem. But now I got plenty of amperage from my alternator. That part's working fine. So it might be an easy fix. I'm taking a risk going to AutoZone without complete car failure, but I got a backup plan just in case.
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life.
Good morning, everybody. Here it is on Saturday morning, almost 8 a.m. and I'm on a 38-mile travel here from my house to the auto do-it-yourself junkyard. You know, take off the parts you want, pay for them, hit the road. And so I get up Friday morning, yesterday, start my car, my battery light comes on my dash. And I was like, here we go. So I went and tested it, and that was working. You know, it was fully charged, and the alternator was charging, but it was overcharging, and it started getting super hot. But I didn't find that out until I went to AutoZone to have them tested. And they didn't get any codes, but they did test it and said, yeah, your alternator is putting out way too much voltage. And I thought that'd be a good thing, but not when it's, you know, the way it was. But I'm about 1.5 miles or so away, and I'll take you with me. I'm glad I got this red light. I'll take you with me into this yard and let it know how it blew out my whole weekend. Because I'm going to barely be able to get this one off today. They got 10 to choose from, so I'm going to find the best looking one. You know, that looks in the most shape, newest, least amount of miles, you know the drill. And what a way to celebrate my 3rd year anniversary. I planned on getting out and about yesterday, well, and today, so I could get you a good video for tomorrow, because tomorrow I believe is the actual 3rd year of the actual first video, which was actually a slideshow. I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked back on it. But yeah, that's my whole weekend right here.
Welcome to Tennessee.
Okay, I just crossed into Tennessee from Georgia, so yeah, I had to go from Chatsworth to Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn left onto Workman Road.
Okay, I'm 1/2 mile away. All right, good riddance. I mean, I'll see you later. I'm going to get to the junkyard here, and I'm going to take you with me real quick to let you know what's going on. But this is how I spend some of my spare time. If it ain't one thing, it's another. I'm sure you guys all experience this. Good times.
At the light,
all right, see ya.
left onto Workman Road.
Well, here we go. Okay, step one of ruining the day. I look at the door. There's hours posted on the door.
Your destination is on the left.
Yeah, I'm at my destination. It says hours of operation. Here it says 9 a.m. to 4:30, 7 days a week. On the website it says 8 to 4 on Saturday. Every other day it's 9 o'clock. But it's a Saturday, it's at 8 o'clock. So that's why I'm here at 8 o'clock. So now I got an hour to do nothing. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what. Now I'm curious, because I printed out a whole list of cars that are compatible. There's 10 or 11 listed, but I want to see, that was yesterday I printed it from their website. So I wonder how accurate that is to what they have on their computer. I'll bet you they don't match. We'll find out. But let me just show you how the day goes. So now I got an hour to sit and think about getting hotter. We're in a heat advisory. There's no way I'll be able to change it when I get home. I don't know how long it's going to take me here. I would imagine a good 2 hours. So it's already 90 or 88 degrees. So not cool, not at all. All right, when you wake up at 3:30 in the morning and it says 77, you know you're in trouble. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, the weekend begins. See that wall right there? Behind that's where I parked. And you can see there's just, I don't know, 100 cars here. But let's take a look to the back. All over the place. I would imagine a couple thousand cars. Luckily for me, I got to search for my car in sections 1, 2, and 3. And you figured 1, 2, and 3 would be right here. No, they start at the fence and come this way. Up here is section 9 or something. But now I got to walk all the way to the back. Once I find the car, I'll tune you in. But I got a little walk. It's so far, I probably can't even see the fence. It's a good hike. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, I stand corrected. After 15 minutes of sitting in the parking lot, they actually did open at 8 a.m. The window on the business says 9, but people were walking in and out, so I got here, well, 45 minutes earlier than I thought. But here's my car, and there's my alternator right here. This dude. I'm gonna snip these wires, and then it's cut the belt, plug and play, a couple bolts, should be out of here. It's hot as a bastard out. Took me a half hour to find the car, but we're good to go. This is actually a 2010 Acura TSX. Same car, same engine, and it's the newest one available. They had a 12, but that part is gone. All right, I think the next video part here will be me at home. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, let me explain something to you. It's Saturday at 1:07 p.m. on August 15th, which is supposed to be my 1-year anniversary, but here I am. And you see this guy here, this alternator? If I was to start and run my car, I could cook an egg on this alternator. It's fried. Same thing happened 2 years ago. I've had this car 4.5 years, and I've replaced it once, but that's an original part that I replaced it with the first time from a used car. Now I'm doing it again. Well, I did it again, but my God, was that a mess. And I will make no more attempt today. It is 110 heat index. I'm sweating bullets. Matter of fact, I ran out of sweat. I'm a mess. But I gotta change the alternator. You know, take the belt off. You know the drill. You know, maybe you do. But you might ask, well, what's this got to do with the homeless? Well, I guess it's pretty simple. You got to be able to get to them before you can help them. And unfortunately, my horse that I was using, Paul Revere style, he's in the at the vet. He needs to get his hepatitis shots. So anyway, but today was a rough day. Like I said, it's 10 after 1, and in the back of my mom's car is all my parts and pieces, my tools, etc., etc. And I am definitely not volunteering to do anything today. And today being Saturday, tomorrow being Sunday, new day, new thing. I'm going to get started before the heat does, because tomorrow's supposed to be worse. If you can imagine that. I can't imagine if you were homeless trying to live in 100 and something frickin' degree weather. But I'll tell you what, man, the alternator cost me $40, and take it out yourself. Took a few hours, but nonetheless done. But you know what Honda wants for this? An original Honda alternator for this car, $539. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? You know, that's ridiculous. I'll buy 10 of these at 40 bucks, take them out myself 10 times out of 10, you know. But I don't need, well, I really don't know if the one I replaced or the one I have is going to even work. But I'm betting it will. It was pretty clean, you know, when I got it. Unlike this one was really dirty. Oil leak, grease, you know, that type of deal. But here we go again. Bruno's out. Woo! What are you doing, buddy? Come on, man. Why are you making it so hard? Well, there he goes. Alright, everybody loves a brew. But he's got to stop and pee on everything. But no big deal. Alright, we're on our way. So, be back with an update tomorrow. Welcome to Sunday morning, everybody. Here it is, 7:30 in the morning. And here's my problem. This alternator. You might see some orange paint specks on there. That's because it was used at a different parts yard. I went to a new place yesterday, and boy did I get my ass kicked. Hot as hell. Couldn't get my stuff out of the car, or out of, you know, couldn't get the alternator out of the car. But here's my wheeling buggy, and here's the new guy. And it's actually in great shape. It's original Honda part right here on the label, made by a company called Denso, D-E-N-S-O. These brand new are $539, but I paid 40 bucks. Spent some hours, suffered some weather, but here I am. I can't tolerate it. It's, like I said, it's about 7:35 or so. And I got a long day ahead. Normally I would make this a members only video, but I think everybody needs to know, you know, the real deal on what happens in my particular life, simply because it's not as cut and dry as some people may think. You know, go out, give away some food, you know, particular items, good to go. Call it a day. Not so much. But here I'm in my garage.
Small.
I got Sports Center on here.
For the thinkers.
I'm a big sports guy.
For old friends.
Anyway,
Coca-Cola.
got this all cleaned out. So far, so good. All right, we got some work to do. First order of business, disconnect the battery, take the belt off, start unbolting and unwiring the alternator. And I'm going to get back to you. It's, like I said, it's only 78 degrees right now, but today's going to be hotter than yesterday, and I was like, no way, not a chance. I got home yesterday, and it took me all night to recover 800 gallons of fluids, so I should be good for a little bit. I take frequent breaks. I'll get frustrated with something. Of course, I would do what anybody of sound body and mind would do, is to watch a video on how to do something. Even though I've already did this 2 years ago, walking around my yard. Even though I did this 2 years ago, you know, never hurts to, you know, revamp your skills. I gotta move a lot of times when you do work on your own cars, I've prided myself over the years, but nowadays they're getting so technical, you gotta take half the car apart to change spark plugs, if you even know where they are. That's crazy. I remember back in the day, you know, you could change a motor by yourself, but Once upon a time. That's why it's, you know, $800 an hour labor. Well, of course not, but you see my point. I'm sure you've all been spanked with a massive repair bill on a car. When your car's disabled, the oh shit moment happens. And you're like, well, what the hell? Do you have coverage on your insurance in order to get a rental? If not, you got to pay out of pocket. If you need to get a rental, you know, towing, etc., etc., etc. Was there a collision? Is it something in the motor or the transmission? You know, stuff that's way beyond the normal backyard mechanic, which once upon a time I really was when things were easy. But nowadays, not so much. But I will say this. This Honda has been the best car I've ever owned. I've had it 4.5 years now. Basically almost to the day. 4.5 years. Best car I've ever had. And obviously I've replaced the alternator, you know, the occasional tire. I think I did a brake job, I don't know, 3 years ago or so. But it runs like a champ, great on gas, you know, except for I use a ton of gas regardless. But, all right, man, I'm going to proceed and start taking the stuff apart, getting it situated, and if I have any success, I'll be right back. And I guess that would be, well, expected anyway. Not guaranteed, that's for sure. All right, get me back in a minute, maybe. Welcome back, everybody. Quick update. Here are the side-by-side alternators. New, well, new for me. Identical Honda part, plugs, everything, connections. Here's the old one. Now let me tell you something. This bastard here, it got so freaking hot you couldn't even touch it. That's what happened to the previous alternator. But Honda in general, from what I've understood, I've never done it. I've tried, but every alternator I would get in the mail, I tried this at least three times, for sure. They'd come broke. This thing would be cracked. This would be gone. You know, there's always something wrong with it. Where you connect the battery here, this was bent on one, and then the car might still give you the battery light. So I'm going with an original part. It's only $40. The one I got 2 years ago was $35. This one was $40. I'll do that 100 times. I'm not paying $500 and something for a brand new one. You know, what changes have they made? They probably use it in 50 cars, I don't know. But strange thing enough, this came out of an Acura TSX, a 2010, just like this one, an Acura TSX. The thing behind it is that Honda makes Acura, so they use the same engine, 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder, and that's where I am. And I had pretty good luck with this. At this point, it was $35. So I'm ready to roll the dice. Obviously, I got the old one out. It took me hours yesterday in the sweltering heat to get the other one out. Boy, that was a bear. What a mess that was. It just would not cooperate. Anyways, just an update. All right, it's time to put it in. So I'll be back, and we're going to test it out and see. Cross your fingers. Hope for success. You know, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So, all right, signing out. Come on, bro. The time for truth. Right. Okay, guys, let's recap the last 3 days. Woke up, started the car, about to start my day. Car was loaded, ready to roll. Oh, excuse me, ready to roll. And then I got the battery light come on. It's happened before, and that was an alternator problem. So I checked the voltage and the whole deal, but I didn't realize it was getting to be, you know, 8,000 degrees. You know, it must have been sitting next to the sun. But I'm done. The job is done, and I'm going to bring you with me personally into my car to see how this goes. But Bruno's here. He's my emotional support animal because I need good luck wishes. But the minute I tell him about a stick, a lot of people have been missing Bruno, so here we go. This will be quick. Get your stick. It's not in there. This where I had all my tools yesterday. Boy, what a bastard of a day that was. Sorry about my language. But look at this. Here we go. Get that 16-inch stump. Chew on it. It's good fiber. But here's the funny part. Now, if I was to grab any stick laying in the yard, which there are many to choose from, he'll divert his attention immediately to whatever I have in my hand. Let me give you an example. All right, here we go. Got this 6-foot stick here. He's already half, well, yeah, about half debarked. But I'm just going to grab it for fun and start walking away with it. And he'll be right on my tail. Well, to tell you the truth, it didn't take that long. Get it. Oh, Lord. You're a fool. Give me the stick. Give me this. Go. Give me it. Brew. Give me the stick. Give me this. Oh my God, he snatched it out of midair. He has cat-like reflexes for a dog. But here he is chewing away. All right, enough of this. But people have been asking about him, so he's alive and well. About a year into my thing here, into starting the channel, couldn't bring him anymore. Had too much stuff to deliver to the homeless. Anyways, you might find this video a little bit, you know, useless when it comes to helping homeless, but it's a must-have. There you go. Get it, buddy. Kill it. He'll just chew on each end until they're gone. He'll nibble that down to basically a toothpick in no time. But the point is, all right, I'm always worried about starting my car after a fix. Or like if I do brakes, I'm worried about, okay, I hope this works. And then you justify being like, well, at the very least, I saved $300, you know. In this case, I saved $3 to $5 if I got an afternoon alternator or an aftermarket. But the new one's in place right here, and everything's tightened up, hoses reconnected, batteries connected, and I haven't even been in the car. So why don't you join me here? First things first, I do not want to see a battery light in my dash. Okay, so the key chime is working. Let me take the camera off. We'll get a view of the dashboard. Now, if you remember early in the video, it showed the battery light on, which was depressing all on its own. I'm gonna just get it to the on position, make sure the fan's off, no radio, clock's flashing. So, all right, here we go. Let's start it. Oh, I have happy thoughts. So far, it's only been 10 seconds. All right, normally in this circumstance, I would go for a drive. But I think I need to let it kind of settle out. Although the car that I got this from was just been there since June. So it's only been a couple months that it sat. All right, guys, I'm going to get this to you. So far, so good. I'll keep you posted as to any progress or regress, if you will. All right, have a good one. I'm starving. I'm so nervous. Now I feel like I can eat. My belly was aching. All right, guys, we're going to sign out, man. Thanks for watching.
Ain't that America?